Hi, I'm Lou and I'm a Discovery course facilitator here at Horse World. At Discovery, we are an alternative learning provision for young people to learn essential life skills such as communication, using body language and managing their emotions around the horses. At Discovery, we use obstacles as part of our 6-week course, and we use obstacles to help our students with communication and using their body language to help the horses through the course. It's really important for our students to have confidence to help our ponies when they're a little bit more nervous of some of the scarier obstacles. In our obstacle course, we usually have some poles for our ponies to go over. We have a bit of a water tray that some of our ponies will find a little bit challenging. Good girl. An archway so that our ponies will have something going over their heads. As part of our training, our ponies will be introduced to all of the obstacles that they'll ever meet with the students. We will start them off really simply with some poles on the floor to go over and around, and then gradually work up to the more difficult ones like the water tray or perhaps a tiny little jump, and maybe even the platform once they're feeling really confident. In training, when we're working with our ponies, when we first introduce the obstacles, we would let them take as much time as they need to really investigate and have a good sniff of the obstacles. Sometimes they might like to paw at them if it's something on the ground, and just generally get really confident. We would never want to rush them and sort of scare them too much, so we just let them have as much time as they need to investigate, and that can be different for each pony. The students learn lots of skills such as communication and using their body language. They really need to be able to regulate their emotions to stay quite calm for our ponies. If the students are starting to get a bit nervous, the ponies will pick up on that and sort of wonder what they're supposed to be nervous about. And it's also really good for building resilience for our students, because they learn that even if something goes wrong, we can have another go, and usually the second time is a lot better. Good girl. The pony we're working with today is called Ruby. Ruby is 8 years old and she was born here in 2013 to her mum Socks, who was part of a group rescue. And Ruby has recently passed her Discovery training, so she has come to start working with our students. When we first introduced Ruby to the obstacles, she was a little bit nervous, and she's gradually building up her confidence. So again, we're just making sure that she gets plenty of time to process all the obstacles and do them in her own time, and that she isn't rushed at all. As Ruby is quite new to Discovery, we're really enjoying learning all about her personality and some of her little quirks. And we think she's going to bring a really nice character to Discovery. She's a little bit cheeky, and can be a little bit nervous at times, so it's going to be a good challenge for our students to have to really be confident for her. Obviously she's not too big, so that's quite good for some of our younger students or some of our smaller students who might be a little bit more nervous of the bigger horses, so they get a little pony to work with but still have the challenges that they would have with some of our bigger horses.